The Honourable Taylor Martin, I think he's seeking the call.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Mr Deputy President. Earlier this week, the Maitland community and the Liberal Party lost a good man, and I and others here lost a good friend. Bob Geoghegan was a loving husband to Robin, a father and grandfather, a stalwart of the Liberal Party in Maitland, and a friend and mentor of mine, as well as many in the party in the Hunter. Bob and Robin moved to Maitland in the 1970s, fell in love with it and never left. They opened the Hit and Dip Sports Centre in Green Hills. Bob served on Maitland Council for 17 years and twice stood as a Liberal candidate for Maitland. He was also a strong supporter of music and arts in the greater region. Bob loved Maitland and Maitland loved Bob. He was a valued leader in the community, and it's fitting that his funeral next week will be held at the Maitland Town Hall. When Bob stood for election, he would stand as a Liberal. However, I have heard him many times give advice, especially to local councillors, that once you are elected, you stand for your community, you stand for Maitland. Bob has been, for me, an enormous source of support and advice over the years, and we were always in constant contact, using each other as a sounding board. And I can attest, Mr Deputy President, in every conversation, Bob was solely interested in real outcomes for Maitland, for his community, for New South Wales and for Australia. I'm sure on this side and those on council, especially across party lines and independents, they'll agree that Bob's mind worked in a way which was focused always on outcomes for local people. It has been comforting to hear some of the tributes that others have left for Bob this week from the Maitland community, including the Honourable Catherine Cusack's adjournment speech last night, and I acknowledge her comments, as others here would attest to, being unsure as to how Bob voted in the many, many pre-selection panels that he served on. A lot of us on this side have probably had good chats with Bob, but when he got into that room, he voted for what was best for Maitland. Other tributes have come from the former member for Paterson, the Honourable Bob Baldwin. Bob Geoghegan was Bob's campaign manager for his election wins. The former member for Maitland and former member of this place, Robin Parker, his former council colleagues, Peter Blackmore and Philip Penfold, and I thank them for their kind words. I also acknowledge the nice words from the Labor Mayor of Maitland, Loretta Baker, and the Labor member for Maitland, Jenny Atchison, which is recognition of the respect that Bob generated in his community beyond just the Liberal Party. Both Maitland and the Liberal Party have been left in a better place because of Bob's tireless work and advocacy, and neither will be the same without him. I extend my sympathies to Robin, his daughters, his grandchildren, and his extended family and friends.